Superman Legacy, the teaser. I feel like I want to give you two videos, but I'm going to try to mash it up into one. I'm not the biggest James Gunn fan. I can give you a reason why in another video, because if not, I'm going to go in a tantrum, and this is not about that. And just so you know, I was a big Snyderverse guy. Know that coming in, that when I'm seeing the trailer, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. If I'm just talking about the teaser itself, first things first. I know that Superman Legacy didn't invent this. I understand that. But because they did it, it's fresh in my head. But it's not Superman's fault. I remember, I think probably Star Trek did it first. I don't recall, so don't go at me too much. But the teaser for a teaser, stop that right now. That's the whole point that there's a teaser. And that's because we're gonna get teased for a trailer. Now you're teasing me to a teaser? What the Now I understand that like now the teaser is like if it was for the trailer, because this teaser that was like 2 minutes, literally no one spoke, so that's why it's a teaser, except for Take Me Home or Go Home, whatever it was. But now that that little tantrum's out of the way, please don't fucking do that ever again. Don't tease for a teaser. It's beyond stupid. Anyways, back to the trailer. I'm just gonna talk the trailer itself. I might speak on this in another video, maybe next week, because I do want to get into my nitpicks and all that. It's just that it's been a busy week. We're close to Christmas. And you know, when it's Christmas, it's local time. My only gripe with the teaser was I believe I got so not I believe I'm gonna say I did get so used to the dark theme that the DCU was trying to push that now that I see lights and colors, I'm like, ugh. I'm like, come on, you have the MCU for that. This can be its own thing, and of course, like even the Batman, the Robert Pattinson one, the Batman is like it feels grimy, you know, it feels dirty, it feels dark. Even the Suicide Squad, it feels grimy, it feels I don't know. When I saw this, I was like, oh, like no say, no say. It's a hard for me. It's a hard one for me because I I kind of want to say is leaning towards being all comedy, being like the Guardians, being like this. Even though James Hunt has expressed and said it's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be all original content. Blah blah. This, but it's not gonna be funny or whatever it is. I'm like, then why reboot it again? I don't want to get into that tantrum, but that's the feel that I got from the trailer, from the teaser. And I don't want that. I don't want something that feels the same as every other movie. It's just copy paste, change the character, copy paste, change the character, copy paste, change. Like, can we get something fresh? I do, I do, and I don't. Like, I did like that we saw other heroes, but I don't like it because I want this to be a Superman movie just on itself. I know that gonna saying that there's other that there's gonna be other superheroes and etc. We'll get into it in the other, but just going in when I saw that, I was like, man, this needs to be Superman. I understand that we're gonna start where Superman is a little bit older. He's been Superman for years and all that, but just to see other Mister Terrific, to see Hawk Girl, to see the Green Lantern Corps. When I saw that, I'm like, oh come on. I'm like, don't get me wrong, it will be good. It could be good because I enjoyed the Justice Society of America and the Black Adam, but people gave that movie shit for those reasons. So it's a mixed feeling because I was okay with it, but you want to put more characters where you have to give them characters so that we can like them. We can kind of like them, and I don't know if that takes away from the Superman
That's what I caught from it. I'm like, I do like it, but I don't. So that's a mixed bag. The colors is for me it was a negative, but the more heroes that was like a mixed bag. Lex Luthor, right away, I do like him already, even if he does an okay job. Jesse Eisenberg was shitty to me. He should have never been Lex Luthor. I don't know what Zack Snyder was thinking, and he just sucked. He just sucked, and no one will ever take me away from that. I know that there's been theories, or I don't know if it's an actual thing where they said, "Oh, well, that's Lex Luthor's son, Junior, or whatever." I don't give a shit. That was Lex Luthor for me, and he sucked. I believe Nicholas Holt will do better, hopefully. Okay, that's one. So we got that the Lex Luthor Corp. You can already tell that he's already pissed, and he's looking like Hitman and shit, Agent 47. I like that, right? We got a glimpse of Luthor. We got a glimpse of Lois Lane right away. That's a plus for me because I did not like, what was her name? Amy. I keep forgetting her name. I never liked her as Lois Lane, the ones from the Snyderverse. So that's a plus to me. I a fucking kaiju. Wow. And then we see like another space monster in the back where he's holding her and all that. That might be the main villain. I don't know. I'm trying to not read as much as possible because I don't want to get spoiled. As much shit I'm talking to it, as much that I'm not a fan of James Gunn, I am gonna go see it because I'm a comic guy. I don't know. Those are the movies. Even as much shit I talk in other movies of the MCU and all that, I do go see them, right? So when I see that, I'm like, okay, okay. I'm like, I'm digging it. Kaiju, how are you gonna beat him? That blue diamond fish, or not diamond, but jellyfish in the background. I'm like, is that Starro? We get Lex Luthor, and then we see someone else fighting in the trailer with Superman. Again, I haven't read the spoilers who it is or who it might be, so I'm like, okay, we're gonna get someone as strong as him fighting him. That's good. That's good. Let's get to my least favorite, kind of favorite. I hated that scene. Crypto, the dog. I love how he slammed boom like, oh, I'm like, was he practicing? Is he practicing his landing? What's going on? So I was like, okay. I like that scene, but then when he called, and I've been watching TikTok reactors like, who's that? I'm like, bro, we saw the poster. We saw the post. Don't be people are not stupid. Only the ones who actually stay on social media and just watch trailers. I get it. They'll be shocked. I knew that was crypto from a mile away. And then he gets there. And this is where I'm like, you see, am I relying on a Superman who has done this for many years and he needs a dog to lift you up and become hopeful? Like, were you that beaten that bad? Like, what's that battle going on? It's intriguing on that aspect that you can't get up. But if it was a guy who was beating you, why isn't that guy beating you even more by slamming you and keep on continuing to fight you? And if it's you just learning how to fly again because I don't know how the thing is gonna go. It's another mixed bit, and it's this teaser was a mixed feeling, but that crypto part I didn't like. Yes, it's a cute dog. It looks like they're gonna do justice to him, but I didn't like the fact that he had to help him out like that. Especially if it's a Superman that's been doing it for years. And if he's fighting someone, why is that someone not attacking him? Oh, he might be from far. It doesn't matter. If he's fast dropping, he should be right behind him. That's my 2 cents right there. Clark Kent. I loved it. I actually liked how you can actually tell the difference between that Superman and Clark Kent. Like one has bushy hair, he's walking like in a hump. You're kind of came me like a nerdy type, which I'm like I like, because even Christopher Reeve did look a lot like Superman. Henry Cavill didn't even fucking hide it. And this one, you can kind of tell the difference. I'm like, okay. And I never saw the Superman and Lewis, so don't even tell me about that TV show. I ain't seen none of that. I'm just basing it off the movies. So I like that. I like that dynamic. I'm like, am I gonna get like a geeky, like, oh, Goofy, or I don't know. Like, I mean, that's something that I did like how you can actually tell the difference on both characters.
What else? What else am I missing? Am I missing something? I don't think so. I think I spoke about the heroes. What I wanted to talk about. I spoke about the dog. I spoke about the villains that I saw. Talking about. I spoke a little bit on Lewis Lane, the Clark Superman thing. I've never seen that actor before in my life. I've gone through his filmography. I've never seen anything he's on. I honestly believe they're probably going for a Christopher Reeve type, but that scares me because is he gonna be impactful or not? You guys got to remember that originally it was gonna be Sylvester Stallone who was gonna be Superman before Marlon Brando said go get for an unknown. So yeah, they've always been trying to get someone unknown for those parts. It's not an original thing because they were always gonna get a star. Even Henry Cavill was kind of an unknown, but he looked a fit. He already had came from Immortals and all that. This guy, I don't know. I don't know. I need to hear him talk. All I heard was "take me home" or "go home." Uh, it so far the interest level to go watch it in theaters it is high, very high. Will the movie be a toda madre? I believe the CGI is gonna look kind of good. Where I'm like, okay, I'm not a James Gunn fan at all, but I am expecting a good movie because even if I'm not a fan, I do believe that a majority of his movies are good. The only exception being Suicide Squad, but I will get into another video about that next week. But right now, teaser. Have you seen it? Have you watched it? What you think of it? Did you have issues like me because you kind of have a biased look already, but you're trying to be as unbiased as possible? For me, it was a mix, but I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it more the first viewing than the second viewing. The second viewing was I started being more nitpicking, but overall, my interest level to go see it in theaters, yes, I will go see it. Have you seen it? What you guys think about it? As always, have a good night, a good morning, and a good afternoon.